Hello everyone, this is Kavi Singh. Welcome to my channel UPSC Diligent. Today we will be discussing about new information and technology rules 2021 part 2. And guys, just one request, please subscribe, share and like. So let's proceed. Today we will deal about social media intermediaries. Okay, actually internet intermediaries perform various functions including facilitation of exchange of information and online comical. Okay, so let's begin with rules. First is that due diligence to be followed by intermediaries, like retention of user information for a period of 180 days, reporting cybersecurity incidents, etc. And in case this is not followed, then safe harbor provisions will not apply to them. By safe harbor provision, it means these rules are defined under Section 79 of IT Act. This enables internet intermediaries to function freely without having any obligation to monitor the content before it is uploaded. Okay, basically the idea here is like intermediaries are granted protection from incurring any liability for third party data available on their platform hosted by them. And this is very important for them because various intermediaries do not monitor the content posted by the third party users on their platform. And under Rule 7 of 2021, if an intermediary fails to observe any of the rules laid down, it loses protection afforded to it by Section 79. Okay, that is safe harbor. It means intermediaries would be open for liability if third party user posts unlawful content on their platforms. Okay, this is a condition actually. All the intermediaries will have to follow the due diligence which has been defined by the 2021 rules. Okay, talking about due diligence, as we know that the term due diligence was not defined under IT Act 2000. The Act does not define the due diligence to be followed. Therefore, here comes the new guidelines, that is 2021. In IT Act 2000, there was a provision for due diligence. Okay, but it was not defined there. That's why this time center has come with this act. Okay, so let's talk something about 2011 rules. Here it was mentioned that due diligence required to be observed by intermediaries required intermediaries to publish rules and regulations, privacy policies, and user agreements which would enjoin each user not to post information which would contravene any law enforcement. 2011 was also required intermediaries to disable access or remove information which is unlawful upon receiving actual knowledge of the same. Okay. And Supreme Court in Sharia Singhal versus Union of India read down the requirement of actual knowledge of an intermediary to mean knowledge of a court order directing to disable access or remove such information. Thus, in 2021 rules supersede the 2011 rules. The Supreme Court decision in Sharia Singhal versus Union of India case on the point of actual knowledge has now been embodied in the rules. And 2021 rules also now permit the intermediaries to take down any unlawful information on a voluntary basis, and such voluntary removal would not affect the protection afforded to them under Section 79 of the Information Technology Act. Second provision here is about social media intermediaries, like is grievance redressal mechanism. These rules seek to empower the users by mandating the intermediaries, including social media intermediaries, to establish a grievance redressal mechanism. The intermediaries shall appoint a grievance officer to deal with such complaints and share the name and contact details of such officer. Grievance officers shall acknowledge the complaint within 24 hours and resolve it within 15 days from its receipt. These are the conditions. Moving forward, ensuring online safety and dignity of users, especially women users. Intermediaries shall remove or disable access within 24 hours of receipt of complaints of contents that exposes the private areas of individuals. So such individuals in full or partial nudity or in sexual act or is in the nature of impersonation including morphed images, etc. Such a complaint can be filed either by the individual or by any other person on his or her behalf. Moving forward, there are two categories of social media intermediaries. Basically, intermediary is one who primarily or solely enables online interaction between two or more users and allows them to create, upload, share, disseminate, modify, or access information using its services. And if that intermediary has more than 50 lakh registered users, it is classified as a significant social media intermediaries. There are some also additional due diligence to be followed by significant social media intermediaries. First is Chief Compliance Officer, who will be responsible for ensuring compliance with the Act and rules. Second is Nodal Contact Person. He will be responsible for 24/7 coordination with law enforcement agencies. And third is Resident Grievance Officer. He will be performing the functions mentioned under the grievance redressal mechanism. And one more thing, all these officers should be residing in India, not outside India. Monthly compliance report. It includes mentioning the details of complaints received and action taken on the complaints as well as details of contents removed proactively by the significant social media intermediary. Identification of the first originator of the information. Okay, that is, it required only for purposes of prevention, detection, investigation, prosecution, or punishment of an offense, or that is without disclosing the content. Look, this clause is the main contention point of WhatsApp controversy right now. Okay. WhatsApp contention is that the compliance and traceability. It would have to break its an end-to-end encryption service in order to find originator of the information. Basically, WhatsApp का एक policy है, everyone knows that there is an end-to-end encryption that the intermediary cannot look into the personal chats. But this clause, which is called identification of the first originator of the information, it will require WhatsApp to break the end-to-end encryption policy, which will, I think, hamper the organization's function. देखिए मिस्टेक आर्गुमेंट क्या कहता है इसमें कि that traceability would be used as a last resort only and will come only in the specific situation of offenses. These offenses, मैंने इस offense को लास्ट स्लाइड में डिफाइन कर दिया कौन कौन सा offense mentioned है. Okay. But the thing is that गवर्नमेंट अभी भी एनक्रिप्टेड डेटा को अंडर सेक्शन 69 क्लॉज 3 ऑफ आईटी एक्ट एंड रूल्स 17 एंड 13 ऑफ 2009 सर्वेलेंस रूल्स के अंदर रिक्वायर्ड है कि इंटरमीडिएट्स विल असिस्ट द गवर्नमेंट विद डिक्रिप्शन. और उसके अलावा ये भी है कि गवर्नमेंट कैन स्टिल सीक अनइनक्रिप्टेड डेटा, मेटा डेटा एंड डिजिटल ट्रेल्स फॉर इंटरमीडिएट्स. So that is why this clause is in controversy, because it can infringe upon your public liberty or like right to liberty and right to privacy. Most important trouble is that Enforcing traceability is that without safeguard such as having an independent or judicial oversight, government agencies could seek any user's identity on vague grounds, and this could compromise the anonymity of whistleblowers, journalistic source, etc. और गवर्नमेंट चाहती है कि व्हाट्सएप से कंप्लायंस करे, इसलिए इसने कुछ फाइल किया है. देखिए एक्चुअली अगर इंटरमीडिएट इस रूल से कंप्लायंस नहीं करता है तो ऐसा नहीं है कि वो लोग फंक्शन करना बंद कर देगा. दे विल कीप फंक्शनिंग, बट ये होगा कि उन लोग को सारे जो पोस्ट हैं या जो कोई पोस्ट कर रहा है अपना इंफॉर्मेशन को, उनको मॉनिटर करना पड़ेगा. सारे पोस्ट को जो भी उनके प्लेटफॉर्म पर पोस्ट करेगा, जो भी थर्ड पार्टी यूजर, दैट इज द इशू. ओके, सो लेट्स सी व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन. प्लीज फॉलो द न्यूज ऑलवेज. नेक्स्ट, पब्लिकेशन ऑफ फिजिकल कॉन्टैक्ट एड्रेस इन इंडिया. इसमें एक और लाया गया कि जो भी इंटरमीडिएट्स इंडिया में रहेंगे वो चाहेंगे कि उसका उनका ऑफिस हो या वेबसाइट हो और मोबाइल ऐप हो, उस पर उनके फिजिकल कॉन्टैक्ट, इंडिया में कोई ऑफिस है उसका एड्रेस होना चाहिए, या तो वेबसाइट पर है या मोबाइल ऐप पर है या दोनों पर है. इट इज मैंडेटरी. दिस इज फॉर सिग्निफिकेंट सोशल मीडिया SSMI. ओके, डू रिमेंबर, हियर इट इज like this additional due diligence to be followed by significant social media intermediaries. Means that this जिनके users 50 लाख से ऊपर है या 50 लाख से registered user है. Moving forward, voluntary user verification mechanism. In this, users who wish to verify their accounts voluntarily shall be provided an appropriate mechanism to verify their accounts and provided with demonstrable and visible mark of verification. Another is giving users an opportunity to be heard. In cases where significant social media intermediaries removes or disables access to any information on their own accord, then a prior intimation for the same shall be communicated to the user who has shared that information with a notice explaining the grounds and reasons for such actions. Users must be provided an adequate and reasonable opportunity to dispute the action taken by the intermediary. Moving forward, last one is like removal of unlawful information. An intermediary, upon receiving actual knowledge in the form of an order by a court or being notified by the appropriate government or its agencies through authorized officer, should not host or publish any information which is prohibited under any law in relation to the interest of the sovereignty and integrity of India, public order, friendly relations with foreign countries, etc. Okay, so these are all the additional due diligence to be followed by significant social media intermediaries. These are Chief Compliance Officer, Nodal Contact Person, Resident Grievance Officer, also be residing in India, to be appointed by the intermediaries. And उसके बाद monthly compliance report, identification of the first originator of the information, the WhatsApp issue, the publication of physical contact address in India, voluntary user verification mechanism, giving users an opportunity to be heard, removal of unlawful information. All these are additional due diligence to be observed by SSMI. Okay, moving forward, offenses which I talked about here. Identification of the first originator of the information, जिसको गवर्नमेंट आर्ग्यू करिए कि बस इन ऑफेंस के सिचुएशन में ही आपको जो ट्रेसेबिलिटी वाला क्लॉज है उसको किया जाएगा. Those offenses include sovereignty and integrity of India, the security of the state, friendly relations with foreign states, public order, or of incitement to an offense relating to the above, or in relation with rape, sexually explicit material, or child sexual abuse material, punishable with imprisonment for a term of not less than 5 years. These are the offenses which government is arguing that only when then the traceability clause will be applied. They are asking that this will be used as a last resort, but there also comes challenges. Okay, like privacy issues, vague claims, all this can happen. So we will see about the development in later classes or later what happened with the WhatsApp case. So that will be all. Thank you. You can contact me on this mail is.anonymous7@gmail.com, and if you want this PPT, I can mail you. Just leave me a mail, and please do subscribe and like. It would really encourage me to make all kind of videos like this. This will really help in UPSC mains and of course prelims. This is a very burning topic right now. Everyone must know everything about this IT Act. I think in this video I have covered everything, every rules which mentioned in the Act for social media intermediaries. In the next video, I will be covering OTT and digital media. So wait for it and do subscribe for the notification. Thank you.